What's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of EAP TV. Today we're going to be talking with our friend Courtney about how real estate agents can evaluate their Facebook ads. Coming up. Alright guys, let's get started. Today we're breaking down exactly how you should evaluate your Facebook ads, because one of the most difficult things outside of just getting started with Facebook ads in real estate is determining whether or not the ad was a success and how you can go about improving the ad. So our friend Courtney is going to give you some useful benchmarks, things that you can use across every different ad campaign to help you determine what exactly you should be doing with your ad. Courtney does have considerable experience with real estate marketing specifically, and in addition to this video, she's also providing a unique offer to all LeadSites users. So if you are a LeadSites user and you are interested in this unique marketing offer, I will have a link right down below in the description to this page. Or even if you're not a LeadSites user, but you are still interested in connecting with Courtney or Happy Turtle Marketing, then I will have another link down below to the homepage of her website. And in addition to operating Happy Turtle Marketing, Courtney is also very active in the BeatZillow community, so if you want to chat with her there, feel free to tag her in a comment or a post, and she would love to start a conversation with you. Now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hand it over to Courtney, and she's going to walk you through the different steps that you can take to evaluate your real estate Facebook ads. Courtney, take it away.
Hey Kelvin, thanks so much for the chance to drop some knowledge today for this fabulous EasyAgentPro community. So I wanted to do a quick demonstration today of how I would diagnose and treat an ailing lead generation funnel. So I think a lot of times it's easy to point to the copy or the landing page and not really know why you think that's the problem. So I wanted to give you a couple of quick diagnostic tools that you can figure out what the issue is with your campaign and what actions to take based on what you find. So I'm going to remind you here that whatever changes you make, you've got to give them some time to optimize. You can't make a change and then go back the next day and expect to see results. It just doesn't work that way. So you got to give things time between changes. But here are the things that I would check first if I were looking at an agent's Facebook campaign. So these are just the basics, but the first thing that I would look at is Facebook spending my budget every day? If I'm saying I'm willing to spend $10 and they're only spending $4, they're trying to tell me something. Facebook's a business, they want your money. So if they're not running your ad, it's for a reason. So how do we figure that out? So the first thing you want to look at is how big is my audience? You really want your audience to be as big as you can keep it and still have it be related to the ad and people that you believe will find value in what you're offering. So get that ad as big as you can. For this particular ad, we were running an incentive for a builder, and it was a very narrow geography and a very narrow targeting intentionally, but you also want to see if you can get that bigger, that number as big as you can. Another freebie here, make sure you're excluding real estate people in your market. It seems really obvious, but don't give them your good ideas, and certainly don't let them spend your money clicking on your ads. So just make sure you always exclude your real estate people. The second thing you're going to check if Facebook is not spending your money is the bid. Now, Facebook is a bid and auction process. So if there are other people advertising to the same person, it's actually a bid process for whether or not you're going to get that impression. So while it defaults to automatic, if your ad isn't performing the way you would want it to, you want to come in here and check your bid amount and click on manual. So for this particular example, wow, and this has actually gone up even since this morning. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm saying here, I'm telling Facebook, I'm willing to pay $2.20 per result. Facebook is then coming back the very next line and telling me what I should expect to pay is $16.39, even as high as $24. So if there are other agents marketing to these same people, I'm losing that impression. I'm not going to win. So if it was me, I would go in and put $25 just to make sure that I'm telling Facebook, yeah, I'm willing to pay what I need to pay to get these impressions. You may not spend $25, don't make that assumption, but simply by changing this bid, you are going to start to be more competitive with the agents in your market. If you have other agents running a lot of advertising in your market, you're probably going to see this pretty frequently, that you're going to come in here and say, wow, I'm nowhere near that number. Let me make sure I change that bid so that I can let Facebook know this is important to me and I'm willing to spend the money I need to spend. So then if Facebook is spending all of your money, what's the next thing you want to check? Well, the next step in the funnel is the ad itself, right? The actual creative, the words and the images. So how do we know if those are successful? So Facebook gives you a metric called your click-through rate, your CTR. And what that number is going to tell you, out of every 100 people, how many of them are actually clicking on the ad. Because if they're not clicking on the ad, your ad's a waste, right? So if you're running this to what we call a cold audience, which are people you don't know. These are just every home buyer in your zip code, not a retargeting audience or a lookalike audience or anything like that. This is for a cold, we don't know these people audience. If you are getting a click-through over 1%, you're actually doing pretty well. So you have a pretty healthy ad if you're hitting over 1%. Now, if you want to try to improve that, of course, please, by all means. But as far as where to diagnose and make changes up front, if your click-through rate is good out of the gate, I would leave the ad alone and focus other places. Now, I would recommend when you're launching a new campaign to launch 3 or 4 or 5 versions of that creative. Maybe change the image. You'd be surprised what works. If the purple dinosaur doesn't seem like something that would work, but Facebook tells you it does, leave the purple dinosaur. Turn off the other ads and leave the purple dinosaur. If you're only running one version of the ad, you don't really have any basis for comparison. If you're running 3 versions, you can see this ad's getting a 3% click-through rate and this ad's only getting a 0.5%. You know that the other ad is performing better. And Facebook's going to start funneling your budget there anyway, but you can even turn off the ads that aren't performing. So if your click-through rate is low, the problem is your ad. The third thing I'm going to look for, Facebook is spending your money, people are clicking on it, and you're still not getting leads. The problem is probably your landing page. Maybe you're using lead ads and you should be using a squeeze page, or vice versa. Maybe the copy on your landing page is not compelling enough to get people to fill out the form. The most common thing that I see is that you change the wording a lot between the ad and the landing page. If your ad says free guide to selling your home in Exton, your landing page needs to say the words, literally, free guide to selling your home in Exton. It's going to help people maintain the scent. They're going to say, oh, that's what I asked for. And here, all I have to do to get what I want is give them my name and email address. And it's really going to improve your conversion rates pretty easily. But that's how you can diagnose which part of the cycle is the problem. Is it your targeting and your bidding? Is it your ad itself? Or is it your landing page and conversion tools? If you're trying to make changes in all 3 places, you're changing too many variables. Diagnose, treat, and then give it time to heal. If it doesn't heal, diagnose again, treat again, then give it time to heal. Once you find what's working, scale the budget on that ad set, on that ad, keep that number going up, and you'll continue to see incremental results. And if it starts to sputter again, go back through the process. Diagnose, treat, let it heal. If you consistently follow those processes, you're going to know what's working and what's not working, and you're going to be able to eliminate the weak and boost the strong. So hopefully all of that made sense to you, and you can go look at your own campaigns and figure out what's working and what's not working. If you have any questions about what's here, please throw a comment. I'm happy to answer them and be of any help I can to you guys. I love working with this community. You're such a collaborative, brilliant bunch. So I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Thank you, Kelvin, for the chance to drop some knowledge, and I hope you all go crush your campaigns today. Have a good one.
Courtney, thank you so much for taking the time to be on our channel. We really do appreciate it. And guys, one of the most important things I feel like I should reiterate here in this video is understanding the relationship between the landing page and the Facebook ad itself, as well as how the user is interacting with each one. Because it's all about breaking down the process that the user experiences and identifying what specific elements of the funnel are letting you down. For example, something Courtney mentioned was the messaging on your landing page. Maybe the messaging on your landing page is not consistent with the messaging you used on your Facebook ad, which could explain why you're seeing a high click-through from your ad but no conversions on your landing page. So it's just important to take a step back and break down the process that the user is experiencing from that standpoint. That's how you can most effectively identify which elements need to be improved. And that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that like button right down below, and if you are new here, subscribe to the channel. And again, remember, if you are interested in the unique offer that Happy Turtle Marketing is offering to all Lead Sites users, then there will be a link down in the description to this page here where you can find out more about that. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.